Oh, good, Virgo. You're here because honestly, this one is going to make you smile. And then it is going to make you feel something a little deeper than a smile. And then you are going to sit there for a second, hand on your chest, thinking, how did they know? Welcome. You are going to enjoy this one. Let's talk about you for a second. The real you, not the version you present at work, not the version you put together for people you are still figuring out, the version that your closest people know, the one that is warm and generous and genuinely delightful, and also occasionally a little bit unhinged in the best way. The kind of unhinged that texts someone at 2 in the morning because you had a feeling about them and you needed to check if they were okay, and they were. But also, how did you know? The kind of unhinged that picks up on things before they happen. That reads a room the moment you walk into it. That says things that make people stop and go, wait, how did you know that about me? We only just met. The kind that is sweet, deeply sweet, and also slightly psychic. Huh. There is someone in your life who has figured this out about you. And instead of being unsettled by it, they are completely obsessed with it. I want to tell you what it looks like from their side because I think it is going to make you laugh and then feel genuinely seen, which is a combination that does not happen often enough. They have started paying attention, very close attention to the things you say, not because they think you are strange, but because they have noticed that you are often right about things you should not logically be right about. And now they cannot stop watching for it, like waiting for the next trick. Except it is not a trick. And they know it is not a trick. And that is what makes it fascinating to them. They have caught themselves telling other people about you in that way where you are trying to describe someone to a friend and you realize midway through that the description is not doing them justice, that whatever you are saying is not quite capturing it because the thing you are trying to describe is not just what this person does, it is what it feels like to be around them. And that cannot be translated, it can only be experienced. They want other people to experience you, and they are slightly frustrated that they cannot fully explain why. Ooh, they have also started doing something that they may not even be fully aware of. They have started paying attention to their own intuition more because being around you, watching the way you move through the world with that particular knowing, has made them curious about their own perception, has made them ask, what am I picking up that I usually dismiss? What do I feel that I normally talk myself out of? You are teaching them things without trying to teach them anything, simply by being yourself in their presence. You are expanding what they think is possible for a person, for a connection, for the way two people can meet each other in a space that is more honest and more felt than most of what they have experienced before. You are changing them quietly, completely, and they love you for it, even if love is not yet the word they are using, even if they have not yet found the language for what is happening in them. The feeling is there, clear and growing, and it has your name on it. Oh, the sweetness, because here is what this person finds so completely disarming about you. You have this perception, this almost uncomfortable level of insight into people and situations and what is really going on beneath the surface. And you could use that in all kinds of ways. You could use it to protect yourself, to stay 10 steps ahead, to keep people at the exact distance where they cannot reach you, because you already know where they are going before they get there. But you don't. You use it to love people better, to show up for them in ways they did not ask for, but needed completely, to say the thing that nobody else thought to say, because you felt what they were carrying, even when they were hiding it perfectly. That combination, the seeing, and the choosing to use the seeing for kindness rather than for armor, is what this person cannot get enough of. I want to tell you some specific things they have noticed about you, because I think you deserve to hear how closely you are being observed and with how much warmth. They have noticed that you know when something is wrong before anyone says anything, before the conversation changes, before there is any logical reason to know. You just know, and you do something with that knowing. You create space, you ask the right question, you say the right thing at exactly the moment it needs to be said, and you make it look effortless, even though they suspect it is not effortless at all, that it costs you something to feel so much all the time without a way to turn it off. They have noticed that you apologize to things, probably, or talk to plants, or feel bad about throwing away old objects because they had feelings, or some version of that kind of sweetness that extends care to things that most people would not think to extend care to. And far from finding it strange, they find it one of the most endearing things about you, evidence of a heart so large that it overflows into unexpected places. Whew. They have also noticed the intensity, because you cannot be what you are without being intense. And I want to name that directly, because you have probably been told at some point, in some version of the phrase, that you are a lot. And I want to say something about that. The person who told you that you were a lot was not equipped for you. That is a them limitation, not a you problem. Because the person we are talking about today, the one who is watching you with this quiet fascination, this growing warmth that they are not entirely sure what to do with, they are not overwhelmed by your intensity. They are drawn to it, the way people are drawn to things that are rare, that they have not encountered before, that make them feel more awake than usual, more real, more present, more like themselves. You make this person feel more like themselves, which is the highest compliment one human can give another, even if they have not found the words for it yet. Now, I want to say something serious for a moment, just a moment, and then we will come back to the light. Being psychic, and I am using that word loosely, for the intuition, the perception, the capacity to feel things that others miss, is genuinely tiring. you know that better than anyone. The world asks a lot of people who can feel everything because they are available for everything, because they pick up signals that nobody else is picking up. And those signals require a response, require care, require energy, and that energy comes from somewhere, from you, from that deep well of yours that replenishes but needs tending to. This person sees that you give a great deal, and they want to give back. They want to be one of the people who tends the well. Rather than only drawing from it, that intention is real, and it is coming from a genuine place of care. Okay, back to the good stuff. Because this person right now is actively thinking about how to show you that they see you, all of you, the sweet, the psychic, the intensity, the warmth, the occasional 2 a.m. feeling text, the way you love deeply and completely without doing anything halfway. They are thinking about how to match that in their own way, in the way that is authentic to who they are, because they know instinctively that you would see through anything that was not genuine immediately. And they do not want to be seen through. They want to be seen fully, the way you see people, and found worthy of that seeing. They are trying to be worthy of your perception. Let that land. Whew. I want to leave you with something that I think you need to hear. Even in a message that is mostly joyful, you have spent a lot of your life wondering if the combination of what you are, the feeling deeply, the knowing things you should not know, the loving with everything, the intensity that sometimes frightens even you, is something that makes you too much for the people around you. It has never been too much. It has only ever been too much for the wrong people. And the right people, the ones who are equipped for you, the ones who have the depth to hold what you bring, the ones who find your intensity exciting rather than exhausting, your perception fascinating rather than frightening, your sweetness heartbreaking in the best possible way. Those people do not find you too much. They find you, finally. This person, the one who loves that you are sweet but psychic, who watches you with that particular kind of warmth, that is somewhere between admiration and something deeper, that they are still figuring out how to name, is one of the right people. Let them in fully, without managing how much of yourself you show them, without deciding in advance how much they can handle. Let them prove they can handle all of it. Because something tells me, and yes, I am aware of the irony of saying this to someone who is slightly psychic. They absolutely can.